And now it is the third of the Magnificent Seven. It is, of course, our Gundog Group. And to take us through our best of breed winners, it is a great pleasure to hand over to Jenny Shorer.
It's time now for the grand finale of the second day here at Crufts. We're about to see our 32 best of breed winners in the Gundog Group and discover who will join Elton, the French Bulldog, and Rafa, the Papillon, in Best in Show on Sunday night. Now, I'm joined by Frank Kane, our judge here. Huge Gundog lady, isn't she?
Yes, Jenny Miller of the Fieldig English Springers. She's had many champions in the breed. And her daughter, Kirsty, is following in her footsteps as a very good judge also. Jenny's been judging all of these gun dogs for many years. She's also been successful in Skye Terriers. So she's a versatile dog lady and very knowledgeable and a good eye for a dog, which is, will be well used here.
Now, there were 4,528 gun dogs entered this year, the biggest group at the show, and we're about to see our best of breed winners coming into the ring.
Here's the first of them, the Bracco Italiano.
Followed by our Brittany.
First of the setters, it's the English setter.
Followed by the first of the German pointers, this, the Longhaired variety.
Another German breed, the German Shorthaired pointer.
And completing the trio, we have the German Wirehaired pointer.
Heaviest of the setter family, the Gordon setter.
Followed by the sleek lines of the Hungarian Vizsla.
Hungarian Wirehaired Vizsla, just a slightly heavier type.
The original setter, the workmanlike Irish red and white.
Here's the racy elegance of the Irish setter.
Followed by the Italian Spinone. Look at that noble elegance there.
From Italy, the Lagotto Romagnolo.
Next into the ring, it's our large Munsterlander best of breed.
The stylish pointer from a huge entry today.
Followed by a big winning Chesapeake Bay retriever here.
The curly coat with its astrakhan curls.
Now, we saw Baxter win Best in Show 2 years ago. Could this flat coat follow in his paw prints?
Our biggest entry in the whole of Crufts, the Golden Retriever. What an achievement.
Closely followed by the second highest entry, the Labrador Retriever.
Ah, the little tolling dog from Canada, the Nova Scotia Duck Toller.
A big winner here, our first Spaniel, the American Cocker.
Coming over from Sweden to win this.
Followed by our best of breed Clumber Spaniel.
Heavyweight of the Spaniels, the Clumber Spaniel.
Followed by the merry little Cocker, ever wagging tail.
410 of them here today.
Followed by our English Springer Spaniel.
Then we have the English Springer Spaniel coming into the ring.
Now please welcome the Field Spaniel.
The Field Spaniel, ancient land spaniel.
The clown of the group. Here we have the Irish Water Spaniel.
Now we have our best of breed Sussex.
Oh, the wonderful golden liver, the Sussex Spaniel.
And now please welcome our
Little pause before our Welsh Springer Spaniel best of breed there.
Now it's the turn of the Spanish Water Dog.
The Spanish water dog, very versatile.
Here we have our best of breed.
And another who's no stranger to this ring. This is our Weimaraner best of breed.
Top gun dog in the country for last year.
This evening we have the Portuguese Pointer.
And then representing the import register, we have the Portuguese Pointer.
Gundog Group this evening. I'll now hand you over to
So Frank, in gun dogs, we're not just looking at one variety of dog. There's actually 4 subgroups, isn't there?
Yes, we've got several families here. We've got the retrievers, the spaniels, the setters and pointer, and the hunt point retrieve. The hunt point retrievers are the versatile continental gun dogs which can do the job of all of them. It can hunt the game, flush it out and retrieve it. So Jenny taking her first walk round, taking in the outline of the dogs, which is obviously often the indicator of good breed type, that they're the right proportions and balance.
And all of these dogs, regardless of which subcategory they're in, they were bred essentially to either find or retrieve game in some form.
All bred for a purpose, fit for function, beautiful outline on the golden retriever.
And we do have some big winners in here, both in the UK and internationally, don't we?
It looked a strong group as they came in.
So we will take a closer look now at each of our best of breed winners.
Now there's the first one, the Bracco Italiano. Comes from a mating of hounds with Gundog breeds, and it's produced this dog which is an HPR. It can do all the jobs required of a gun dog.
This one is actually a veteran dog at 8.5 years old. His pet name is Jeffrey, and he is the male breed record holder. There were 57 Bracco here today.
And they've really caught on in the show world. Athletic, great scenting powers, thick skin for protection, working in cover.
And that head is really distinctive in shape, isn't it? The body should be almost square in appearance and really powerful and tiring on the move. Square, cobby, but without heaviness is what the breed standard for the Brittany looks like. This is a breed that originated in France, and we're looking here at 6-year-old Toby, who won through as best of breed.
French national breed, they're noted for their working ability. They used to be called the Brittany Spaniel, but they're more versatile than just flushing game, so they're now just called the Brittany. They're compact and cobby, this lovely fine chiseling under the eyes, and a brisk gait. They're not as long stepping as many of the gun dogs. Moderate angulation gives them this moderate stride.
And if you're looking here and thinking the dog has been docked, it hasn't. They are a breed that's naturally born bob-tailed like this. The best of breed Brittany Spaniel there.
And here's the English setter, 127 of them here today, and here's this tricolour winning best of breed. With the development of guns came the desire for wider ranging work for dogs, and the setters were the breeds which fulfilled that role.
This is 4-year-old Teddy in the ring. He's from Worcestershire, so just down the road, and his owners say he has a great personality and absolutely loves being in the show ring.
The setters are all very stylish gun dogs. We see the slashing tail action, which is the hallmark of all of the setter breeds. This lovely quality in the head. This one is a tricolour. It's Belton, which means it's a sort of speckled, almost roan. It's also got some tan points to it.
And unfortunately, 3 of the 4 setters are on the vulnerable breeds list, and this is one of them. The free, graceful movement there of the English setter.
Very stylish, and that slashing tail action.
The largest but the least numerous of the German pointing breeds is this, our German long-haired pointer. We're looking for a powerfully built, well-balanced dog with an aristocratic head.
They came over to this country largely not for the show ring, but as working dogs. They're great workers, and they're related to the large Munsterlander, which we'll see later. These only come in this brown colour or trout. It's a sort of speckled brown colour, or brown and white.
This is a 2.5-year-old female called Grace, a big winner in Europe, and here today competing from Belgium.
Look at that long striding action, the level top line, and really getting its hocks underneath it. That's economical, sound action. And here is the German Shorthaired pointer, a multi-purpose hunt, point and retrieve. Everything about the German Shorthaired pointer is built for work.
A special day for this dog, winning his first challenge certificate and first best of breed. What a way to do it at Crufts. He's called Arnold, hails from North Wales, just 3 years old.
Striding out well. The long muzzle for retrieving, the weatherproof coat on the top, the German Shorthaired pointer. It's dense coat, protection against undergrowth and the weather.
Our German Shorthaired pointer there, really striding out around the ring. This is 2.5-year-old Arwen, representing the German Wirehaired pointers, and here from Italy, where she's already a big winner. This is the larger, more rugged version of the German Shorthaired pointer.
Just seeing the judge testing the texture of the coat, a harsh top coat, softer undercoat, very important. They're not just a German Shorthaired in a wire coat, they're heavier, more substance on them. It's thought they were developed from the Courtauld Griffon with some other hunting breeds in Germany.
And they should have a deep chest, plenty of lung room, and those bushy eyebrows and that full beard are a real calling card of the breed.
Ladies and gentlemen, your German Wirehaired pointer best breed number 5128.
That's a lovely quality dog, and again that wonderful coat, top line and stride. Functional working gun dog.
There were 154 of them here today. The breed judge
the heavyweight of the setter family, the Gordon setter here, developed on the Duke of Gordon's estate in Banff. It comes only in this rich black and tan colour.
This is a 4-year-old dog called Stevie G. He's here from Scotia in Lincolnshire, and he's described as fun-loving and full of life.
Many of the dogs in the Duke of Gordon's large kennel were black.
Interestingly, Gordon setters did used to have some white in them originally, but that was eventually bred out, and now we have this gorgeous, deep, shining black coal and that lustrous tan.
Selected for their black and tan colour, they also have this bladed bone, stronger heads. It's a slightly wider skull than the other setters, big ribs, and this short tail lashing on the move.
Beautiful free movement there of the Gordon setter.
This one is an import from Australia.
There were 177 Hungarian Vizsla here today, and this was the best of breed winner, a 4-year-old female called Vashta. The hunt, point and retrieve breeds, this one would have used for retrieving from land and water, and we're looking for a really noble dog, both in its head and the way it carries itself.
We see the judge just looking at the coat texture. It should be slightly greasy to the touch and comes only in this rich golden russet colour. There's something gaunt and noble about the head, lovely expression, remarkable entry today, 177. I can't remember so many at a show. This is the best of breed winner.
It's a great entry, and we're looking for a lively ground covering trot here. That tail absolutely lashing as she moves around the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your best of breed Hungarian Vizsla number 5367.
Everything
movement there.
Medium in build, this gaunt, noble quality, and what a great mover this one is.
Hungarian Wirehaired Vizsla. The breed saw an entry of 81, and best of breed chosen.
And now we have the cousin, the Hungarian Wirehaired Vizsla. Same glowing colour, In the 1900s, he was developed by crossing the Vizsla with the German Wirehaired pointer, which gives him this beard and these whiskers and the harsh top coat.
Wirehaired Vizslas are clearly close relatives of Vizslas.
This is 2.5-year-old female called Susie here from Lancashire. And the judge here is looking for a dog that's slightly longer than high, should have a level back, really well muscled over that slightly arched neck.
And the resulting two puppies becoming foundation stock. Unlike the sleek Vizsla,
They have to combine substance with athleticism. So slightly heavier in build, but they should also stride out well, a strong muzzle, and again furnished with this protection of the harsh top coat.
And the colour can range anywhere from a golden sand to more of a russet colour.
And to a wheaten colour, the lighter colour.
The beautiful Hungarian Wirehaired Vizsla there.
The third of the setters is the Irish Red and White.
The third of our setters, and sadly another that's counted as a vulnerable breed, this is our Irish Red and White best of breed. There were 54 of them here today, and they were originally bred to freeze or set in a field to indicate when there was game. And they were originally preferred to the Irish setter because their white markings made them easier to see.
When he scented game. Before the invention of gunpowder,
They're athletically built, sturdy in bone. They're heavier in the bone than the Irish setter. Again, this lovely quality in the head, dark eyes giving this soft expression. The colour which defines them is pearly white ground coat with rich chestnut patches or islands.
As you said, we describe the Irish as racy, but a red and white should be more athletic, powerful, and that movement we're looking for a long, free stride that's really effortless.
in the first decades of the 20th century.
This is 4-year-old Arthur from County Durham.
Ladies and gentlemen, your best of breed Irish Red and White setter, number 5.
A big win in the breed, striding out well, full of quality. I'm surprised the breed is not more popular.
and from an overall entry of 262, there were 2 breeders.
Now here is the Irish setter coming from a big entry today, racy in quality, these lovely raised eyebrows and almond-shaped eyes, giving it this beautiful refinement and quality. Racy in outline.
I love this. Owner and handler Blake Crocker describes him as not the sharpest tool in the box. This is 4-year-old Larry, and that rich chestnut coat really is the calling card of this breed. They are just beautiful as we see them move out.
White ticks in its red coat and is now believed to be
It's
extinct.
rich red,
The breed has become a great
fully
success
furnished
in
coat,
showing
and of course they should be high on the leg, giving it this racy of quality. By racy we mean flowing outline. Long front legs, a slight slope from the withers to the croup, and this again, this slashing tail action.
and sweet-tempered companions.
A thoroughbred amongst the setters.
Setter number 5651.
Striding out, lashing tail, and that beautiful expression which we look for from those almond-shaped eyes.
Italian Spinone. Sharon Pinkerton was our judge today.
Gun dogs are usually slower to mature than other breeds, but here we have an 18-month-old dog winning through in the Italian Spinones. This is an ancient Italian breed that's all-purpose as a gun dog. It should be robust and squarely built, and that face an almost human expression.
Thick skin and coarse coat, making him instantly
And the judge just looking at the head shape, the diverging planes of the head. It said that they have to have an almost human expression. We saw her testing also the coat, the thick leathery skin and hard top coat.
I love this. Called Banksy, and apparently, although very well behaved here, a bit of a thug at home and known as a lovable rogue.
They should have a pounding, trotting action. The top line of the Italian Spinone quite different. There's a slight dip behind the shoulders and a rise to the croup before falling away, and we see that top line there on the move, and this pounding trot. There's a lot of substance in that dog.
It's the first year they've been awarded challenge certificates by the Kennel Club, and Crufts is the very first.
Now on the table, the Lagotto Romagnolo, and this is one of the first CC at Crufts ever, the first time they've had CCs here, and this one following the footsteps of Orca, the Best in Show winner last year.
Number 6017.
Italian duck retrieving breed originally, then trained to hunt for truffles.
Dialect word for curly-coated duck retriever.
That dense curly coat has a woolly texture, and the judge is looking for an attentive, intelligent expression, a compact body, but really that waterproof coat is so important.
The curly waterproof coat. Amazing scenting power, so they can hunt for truffles. When, you know, they used to be duck retrievers when the lakes and marshes dried up and the ducks vanished. Then they turned their skills to hunting truffle.
That's the best of breed Lagotto Romagnolo.
2-year-old Viva here, the female winner of the Lagotto Romagnolo Best of Breed.
We now see another of the HKR breeds, the large Munsterlander.
Here we have a real multi-purpose gundog, a winner both in the show ring and in the field. This is our large Munsterlander, named after the town of Munster in Germany. It was developed from the same stock as the German long-haired pointer, but some selective breeding led to this distinctive black and white colour. They're a real multi-purpose gundog, working on land and water.
Versatile Gundog. The first breed club was founded in Germany in 1990.
Our judge looking for a strong muscular body and a slightly elongated head here, Frank.
And this one is a full champion, which means it's not only successful in the show ring, it's got its working certificate as well. Great workers. We saw one earlier in the gamekeeper classes, so that is testament to their power. In Germany, they also have a Klein Munsterlander, a smaller size, and also coming in liver. But as you say, this one only coming in black and white or sort of roan colour, as we see here.
We're looking for a long, striding, springy gait in our large Munsterlander.
They were judged today by Glynis March, and from an entry of 224.
A series of graceful curves is what the standard calls for in the pointer, and here we have our best of breed winner today from 224. This orange and white, flowing lines, the concave muzzle, the judge looking now, this upturned nose to give it scenting powers and large nostrils.
In the direction of the sitting game.
This really is the thoroughbred of the Gundog Group, and this is a female. She's 3.5 years old, called Ava, and here from Cumbria today.
It's thought that the breed was developed in Spain, but England is the UK is the country of development.
And this is a great example of a breed that is fit for function. It can range over large expanses, and this dog should be able to move all day.
And they're called pointers because when they scent game, they go into a freeze or point in the direction where the game is hidden, and that alerts the huntsman. Clean striding action, the lashing tail, hallmarks of pointer breed type.
Our best of breed pointer.
We now come to the first of our retriever subgroup, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
There were 65 Chesapeake Bay Retrievers here today, and this 5-year-old dog called Gus from Lincolnshire won Best of Breed. This is a water dog bred to retrieve, and it should have a thick undercoat with a harsh, oily top coat. Those eyes, which are either yellow or amber, are a distinctive feature.
This is the heavyweight of the retrievers and the ultimate in a dog developed for a job and to survive in the environment. He's a duck retriever working in the icy waters of Chesapeake Bay, living outside and guarding the fishermen's and the hunting huts.
And I love the description of the colours that we can have. Sedge, brown, ash, dead grass, all those kind of murky, watery colours.
Well, they're camouflage colours, so they could surprise the game. This one, very successful. Really good substance, strong bone, webbed feet, and this thick, greasy double coat.
The effortless movement of the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
The next of the retrievers for our judge, Jenny Miller, is the curly-coated retriever. And there were 99 curly coats here today.
Now, the curly-coated retriever is probably the oldest of the British retrievers. Its ancestry contains the now extinct English Water Spaniel and the Labrador. And it was the Water Spaniel that gave it this curly astrakhan coat, which gives the breed its name.
He's also the tallest.
This is a 4-year-old dog called Thomas, here from Suffolk today. An owner describes him as intelligent, wonderful temperament, and quite the comedian, so who knows what we're going to see.
Probably the Labrador.
Again, under that curly coat, there's a lot of substance. Big, well-sprung ribs, deep chest for heart and lung room, for swimming for long periods in water. Great retrieving breed. And this nicely moulded head. It's a beautiful moulding and shape in the head. These fairly large dark eyes, coming also in a liver colour. The black is the more frequently seen, and this one's striding out very nicely. The breed has made great headway in recent years in this country.
We're looking for an effortless, powerful gait here with that top line and tail flowing beautifully.
Again, very nice stride, getting the hocks well underneath it. Its driving power could go for many hours working.
The raciest of the retrievers here, the flat coat. Now, of course, Baxter took best in show 2 years ago. Could this dog, Smithy, be the next to take the title? The breed was developed in the 1850s, and they have heritage of setters, spaniels and retrievers. Their friendliness is demonstrated in that ever-smiling expression.
The forever young flat-coated retriever is a Gundog.
Streamlined of the retrievers, this one built on flowing lines. Very happy wagging tail, hallmark of the breed. This one just trying to get into its stride on the mark, just feeling the carpet, I think, a little bit here.
Well, apparently he likes sleeping and ladies, so he may be able to smell some ladies in the ring.
The biggest Crufts breed entry of any breed.
Our beautiful flat-coated retriever, best of breed there.
There were 538 golden retrievers here today.
Now, this is a beautiful outline. The golden retriever winning her first challenge certificate today from a huge entry. Huge entry and biggest entry in the show. 538 of them here today. 2 judges, 1 for dogs and 1 for bitches. And this looks a beautiful winner.
Is credited as the founder of the breed.
The golden retriever developed by the first Lord of Tweedmouth, who crossed wavy-coated retrievers with a tweed water spaniel to create a symmetrical, balanced, powerful retriever.
The first breed club was established in 1911, and on the Goosecan estate of Lord Tweedmouth, they still hold shows there now. They have a pilgrimage to their place of birth and go there. This one going beautifully. I'm very impressed by this. Lovely top line, great tail carriage, feminine head, lovely quality. This is a breed which makes wonderful family companions.
This is 4-year-old Lilybet, our golden retriever best of breed.
We now move on to the Labrador, our second top entry in this group, just behind the golden retriever, which you've just seen. The Labrador entry was 519, so
there were 519 Labrador retrievers here today, and we're looking for a dog with substance but in no way overdone. They're always popular due to their versatility, but they originated as a fisherman's dog in Newfoundland in the 16th century when they'd helped to retrieve nets and lost lines and also to pull carts of fish.
They were brought to this country by fishermen and tradesmen coming from Canada, and they were taken up by the English gentry as working dogs and bred with some other retrievers, and here now the most popular working gun dog.
And they have some distinctive features, don't they? So that otter tail, the really weather-resistant coat.
Yes, it's a thick otter tail, densely coated, double coat, and again this strong muzzle for retrieving power.
This is the Nova Scotia duck-toeing retriever. There was an entry of 171 for John Furwell to go over, and John chose this dog number 79.
The Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever from the icy waters of Canada. This is a tolling breed, which means it's a lure dog. It attracts game within the range of the gun.
Arrived in Britain as recently as 1988 and has made steady progress ever since.
This is a 2.5-year-old Huey, a dog from the Netherlands. He's won over there and also competed in working competitions.
It's reputed that he uses his
Coming only in this rich red and white colour. Some white markings are desirable but not essential. We see some white on the feet, the chest, and perhaps the tip of the tail and a little on the head. That high tail action, the wagging tail action, is what is said to attract the game towards the lakeside where they can be targeted by the guns.
7988.
the springy, jaunty movement of the Nova Scotia duck toller.
On the table, we have the first of our Spaniels, the American Cocker.
The most glamorous of the Spaniels here. This is our American Cocker. There were 85 of them here today. This is a 5-year-old dog called Tango. He's a big winner. And remember, this breed is the real showman of the Gundog Group.
He hails from the English Cocker, one of them being exported in the 19th century to America. The breeders there took them along a different line with more coat, a slightly different head, and they were bred to retrieve quail, a smaller game bird. So they are smaller with a shorter muzzle.
And they have a slightly more domed skull at the top as well, don't they, when you look at them?
In 1936, the American Kennel Club provided classes for English type cockers.
Now, they are very stylish on the move. They have this sloping top line, which should keep on the move, and the tail carriage is higher than the English Cocker. It comes above the level of the back, striding out very stylishly. This one has campaigned in America, and it actually won a Gundog Group in America under me, and he's a very good dog. Lovely to see him winning the breed here today.
American Cocker Spaniel, number 8102.
The smooth, effortless movement of the American Cocker.
Ian Layfield was our Clumber Spaniel judge today, and from an entry of 60.
Now one of the heavyweights of the Spaniel family, the Clumber Spaniel. The breed takes its name from Clumber Park in Nottinghamshire, the home of the Duke of Newcastle. One theory is that the breed came to him as a gift from a French duke, worried about the French Revolution, and sent his dogs to the Duke of Newcastle.
This is a 2.5-year-old dog called Brune from Somerset, a big winner here already, 5 group wins under his belt.
The progenitor of the modern bloodhound.
Coming only in this white colour with lemon markings or orange markings. They should be long in the body, substantial but not over heavy. They have to retain their working ability, and they were bred to go through thick cover. They could, with their substance, they could get through deep cover.
But despite that size and substance, they should have effortless drive, move straight fore and aft. And they have a lovely dark amber eye when you see them close up as well.
This slight rolling action which comes from the deep body and shorter legs.
The third largest entry in this Gundog Group is the Cocker Spaniel.
There were 421 Cocker Spaniels here today, and the breed has won Best in Show at Crufts 7 times before. Could this 2.5-year-old female, Adriana, be the next to do that? This really is the merry cocker with an ever-wagging tail and a happy temperament.
The breed's name comes from its original function, as he was used to hunt woodcock.
This is a Blue Roan, one of the many colours. The judge, just looking at the rib cage there, they have to be big-ribbed and short-coupled to give it this bustling action. And this clean head with soft muzzle and a really endearing expression.
These are great little movers, these dogs, really covering the ground despite their size, and the tail should be carried level, and of course it should always have a wag.
With this cobby body, have this bustling, busy action, as we see here. Very happy to be here, raring to go. This one is an import from Ukraine. Mike Masters here handling, the co-owner, has been very successful and has had champions in many colours in the breed. Very skillful and clever breeder.
She's very keen to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your best of breed Cocker Spaniel, number 846.
The merry cocker there, our best of breed winner.
Our judge, Jenny Miller, now turns her attention to the English Springer Spaniel. They were judged today by David Shields.
Now the English Springer Spaniel, the highest on the leg of all the land spaniels. They get the name Springer Spaniel because before guns were invented, they were used to flush game into nets. And then when the hunters sent them forward, they sprang forward, hence the English Springer.
Now, you may have seen this dog before if you're an avid viewer of Crufts, because it has won the Young Kennel Club Stakes final here 2 years in a row. So could she take it one better and win the actual Gundog Group today?
She's had a long show career and still loving it. This long striding action, they should have a forward stride, forward swing of the front leg to give it this distinctive action.
And this is a liver and white, the most popular of the colours. The forelegs there swinging straight from the shoulder, really unique gait of the English Springer.
There was an entry of 70 for Judge Anne Hardy.
A noble sporting dog built for activity and endurance is how the standard describes the field spaniel. This is 4-year-old Walter from Portsmouth, our best of breed winner, and that head should convey the impression of high breeding.
Now this is a breed which is a story of survival. After 2 world wars, they were almost extinct, and they needed to cross with a Cocker Spaniel and a Springer Spaniel to keep the breed going, and that was as more recent as the 1960s, so a story of survival here.
Now we saw the Cocker really powering. The field has more of a long, unhurried stride with the level back and the tail carried relatively low.
Yes, it should have a sort of dignified action, okay, and there's wonderful nobility in the long, fine muzzle, clean, oval-shaped, almond-shaped eyes, and a very happy one here.
There was a resurgence of breeding stock and interest in the breed. Your best of breed field spaniel.
Ooh, the long and hurried stride there of the field spaniel.
We now see the tallest of the spaniels. This is the Irish
And
Water
here,
Spaniel.
the Irish Water Spaniel, coming from the famous kennel, the Staining kennel of Judith Carruthers. This one is a big winner, top winner in the breed last year, best in show at the club show. Great success, and again continued here today.
Was developed, obviously, in Ireland in around 1830.
In fact, this is her 17th challenge certificate here and only 4 years of age. The judge is looking for a wide domed skull, a relatively long muzzle, but always a really alert dog.
It's thought that there is poodle in the background, where it gets its head shape from and its coat texture. This curly, slightly oily coat, which gives it protection in the water. Underneath that, big barrel ribs to give it flotation.
And that hairless tail, it is rat-like, isn't it? That is how it's described.
And that's the natural pattern of it. There's no hair on the end of the tail, yes. They're great clowns as a breed. One of the books written about the breed is called A Bundle of Rags in a Cyclone, and that captures their rather wild, effervescent temperament.
The clown of the group there, the Irish Water Spaniel.
For Sussex Spaniels today, and from an entry of 60, she chose this dog.
Here we have 5-and-a-half-year-old Rodders, here from Cumbria, triumphed in the Sussex Spaniels, beating 60 other dogs today. They were developed to work in dense cover, so they're low to the ground, thick-skinned and powerfully built, and you'll see a characteristic rolling when they move.
Developed a spaniel for working in the dense cover of his local terrain. And so
They come on in this rich golden liver colour, the coat going paler at the tips. Strong head, soft muzzle, and this long rib cage.
And they have a unique bark, don't they, that helps their handler to keep track of them when they're working. It's a big winner, top Sussex in 21, 22 and 23.
There is a theory that there was some basset in the background of it. It's called the Sussex Spaniel because it was developed on the Rose Hill estate near Hastings. Mr. Fuller, the patriarch of the breed, developed it there.
The Sussex Spaniel, judged today by Patsy Hollings, whose gun dogs are famous worldwide, especially her Weimaraners. We'll see one later in the group.
There were 150 of them. Jane chose this bitch.
And here is the Welsh Springer Best of Breed winner today, coming from an entry of 150 dogs. And a remarkable victory because this is owned by the same people who have this Sussex Spaniel. So they've had Best of Breed in both of their breeds today. A great achievement.
That we know today. The breed comes only in this
And this a big winner despite a relatively young age, 2-and-a-half-year-old female called Tilly, but already has 18 challenge certificates to her name, 10 of them with Best of Breed.
Very stylish, coming only in this chestnut and white. We saw the English Springer earlier. The Welsh Springer's a little bit smaller, slightly lighter in its head, And again, a great worker for flushing and retrieving game. It was once known as the Welsh Cocker, and it's thought that this colour, the Welsh Springer Spaniel, contributed to the orange and white and lemon and white colour in breeding Cocker Spaniels.
Smooth, powerful movement there of the Welsh Springer Spaniel, really covering the ground.
An entry of 71 Spanish Water Dogs here today for this relative newcomer to the Crufts Gundog.
One of the lesser known of the Gundogs, this is the Spanish Water Dog, a really multi-purpose gun dog with a woolly coat. This is Sancho, a 3-year-old dog who's here from Poland, where he's already a big winner. That distinctive coat has to be clipped regularly.
His thick coat, a feature of the breed,
and they are not only a gun dog, but they're versatile breed and used for with fishermen bringing in the nets, and also on the farm as a herding dog. So that's versatility for you.
And the judge really getting the hands under the coat to feel the planes and the construction of this dog. Should have a level back, a short muscular neck and a really deep chest.
And this density of coat, very important. But again, a solid dog under the coat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your best of breed Spanish water dog, number 912.
The brisk driving movement there of the Spanish water dog best of breed.
To Germany now and see the Weimaraner with Mrs. Gerda van Boven.
Now we talked about Patsy Hollings and the Gunholt Weimaraners. Here is the best of breed winner today from 107, and this one is the top gun dog in the country last year and a best in show winner, all breed. So he's got great form here, great track record.
He's 5 years old, a dog called Hendrix, and he has 43 challenge certificates to his name. They were known as the Grey Ghost because of that distinctive colouring, and their eyes are shades of amber and blue-grey.
Coming from the Weimar Republic, it's something a dog owned by the nobility, and it was kept retained for the nobility and not for the working classes.
We now come to our final
Very stylish, striding out well, this gaunt, noble head.
Hazel Fitzgibbon was our judge,
And finally, representing the import register, this is a Portuguese pointer, so a breed you may not have seen before. Their heritage dates back to Iberian hunting dogs, and they're a hunt, point and retrieve, so multi-purpose. They should be almost square. That head's very distinctive with a well-defined stop and a square muzzle.
Only coming in this rich golden colour with some white markings. They were a heavier build than the pointer we saw earlier, but they also have this concave muzzle which tips the nose up with big nostrils to take in the scent.
This is a 3-year-old dog called Zanti from down the road in Worcester.
Miller is now taking one last look at the group in its entirety before making a short.
Our judge has seen all of the best of breed winners in the Gundog Group, but who will make her shortlist?
528 gun dogs here across the 32 breeds, including additional, there were 126 gamekeepers. I think we're going to a shortlist.
So here we go with our Gundog Group shortlist.
Now, shortlist, she's a lady of decision. She's calling in her shortlist. The first one in is the Bracco Italiano. In comes the Hungarian Vizsla, the Irish red and white setter, and the Irish setter.
Followed by the Irish setter.
The large Munsterlander coming in there.
And also the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
Big winner, that one.
The Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
The Golden Retriever, yes, very popular.
That caught your eye, didn't it, Frank?
And the Nova Scotia Duck Toller. Now, where's she going? In the Spaniel family now. Who's getting called in? It's the English Springer Spaniel, her own breed. And the Weimaraner, top gun dog last year.
Can we give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to all our other best of breeds in this Gundog Group.
Some big winners in that shortlist, Frank.
So this is shortlist time to see them go again. This is where it could make the decision. The handlers have to stay calm as well, so it doesn't travel down the lead to make the dogs a little bit nervous. They have to be at ease.
And showing the longevity of the gun dogs, we have 2 veterans in here, starting with the Bracco Italiano, 8.5-year-old Jeffrey.
And this athletic, stylish action which has made the breed so popular in the show ring all around the world.
A noble dog.
The Hungarian Vizsla coming out now. Moderate in build, lighter, gaunt, this lovely russet coat, full of quality.
This is 4-year-old Vashta, a female, described as a diva by her owner. The first of our setters, this is the red and white setter, Arthur, a 4-year-old show champion.
Coming from County Durham, he's been a big winner, he's won at Crufts before.
And sadly one of the vulnerable breeds.
Now the raciness of the Irish setter. This one also a big winner, a lot of challenge certificates won by this one.
This is 4-year-old Larry, and we're looking for a dog that is racy, balanced, full of quality.
The large Munsterlander now.
So this is our dual-purpose gun dog here, a full champion, our large Munsterlander.
And nice to see it making the group. Find this, it's not a glamorous dog, it's a real functional working dog. So good to see it making the final cut here. And here's one that's a real worker too. It's the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Everything built for work and survival. That substance, that coat, and this strength throughout.
This one already has 20 challenge certificates to his name, a 5-year-old Gus from Lincolnshire. Now, Frank, this caught your eye, I think, that golden retriever.
Well, it's a breed I'm very fond of. My family owns one. I know what wonderful characters, but this is a picture of symmetry and balance, the two essentials for the breed, and this softness of expression. I like it very much.
This is 4-year-old Lilibet from South Wales. I think she's definitely caught the commentary box eye there.
And so is this one, because it's a lovely Nova Scotia duck toller, really striding out, the higher tail carriage wagging, very smart, this lovely colour. It's full of quality, and this wedge-shaped head, this alertness, and obviously devoted to its owner, going really well.
This is a 2.5-year-old Huey here, showing from the Netherlands today. Now, we said that this dog has twice won the Young Kennel Club Stakes finals here, but this is our English Springer, Nancy, our second veteran in the group, Frank.
Yes, indeed, she's had a great career and should be very used to this main arena because she's had lots of successes there. She's just tiring a little bit there, I thought, but let's see. And of course, to be picked out by an English Springer specialist as the judge, a great accolade. But here's the form dog, the Weimaraner Gundog Hendricks.
A really big winner, 43 challenge certificates to his name.
And looks in really fit, muscular condition there, and a gleaming coat.
So, Frank, aside from the Goldie.
So, well, I think I love the Golden Retriever. I think the Weimaraner has gone very well tonight. I like the Vizsla, and I like the Chesapeake Bay Retriever too. That's it. Have we got a winner?
But our winner of the Gundog Group is Hendricks, the Weimaraner, show champion Gundog Hendricks, 5-year-old dog. And Frankie's won so much.
And here's another big winner coming out second, the Irish setter. You'll be pleased with that one, Laura.
I am. I'm absolutely thrilled. Blake there showing in the ring. This is 4-year-old Larry.
Look, the Golden Retriever, marvellous.
Getting a massive cheer there for that gorgeous Goldie coming in third. This is Lilibet.
A great debut into the big time, yes? And the Irish red and white setter takes 4th place.
Fantastic for the breed there. One of our vulnerable British and Irish breeds, the red and white setter. This is 4-year-old Arthur. But there we have our champion in the Gundog Group at Crufts going through to Best in Show on Sunday, Gundog Hendricks.
Very relaxed, very happy there, standing beautifully and wagging its tail for the owner, David Alcorn.
And the breeder, the Hollings, they are top breeders for every breed, aren't they, this year?
They're for the 18th time, yes, very clever breeders. They've let lots of good stock go to other owners, and here's one of them.
second there, we have Larry, the Irish setter.
Blake Crocker, the handler, looking very happy.
Larry looks very, very happy with himself, doesn't he? Third, that beautiful golden retriever, Lilybet.
And great cheers for that, and what a marvellous day she's had. Fancy bringing your pet dog, your pet golden retriever, and beating 500 others to get here. Fantastic. Look at that happiness.
That's what it's all about. Look at that. And fourth, of course, still incredibly impressive. It's that Irish red and white. This is Arthur.
Presentations are made.